In today's video, we are going to discuss why is it that US dollar is a global currency. US dollar holds high significance across the globe as it accounts for over 85% of the entire trading volume in the entire gamut of foreign exchange market. This makes US dollar undoubtedly the most important and strategic currency traded in the forex market. But how did this US dollar come into the global picture and became the most preferred global currency? The answer to this question lies in the new law at Bretton Woods. Before we move forward, please do consider subscribing to this channel if the subjects of economy, business and management are of interest to you. Now let us understand what is this Bretton Woods Agreement. Almost all major countries that fought World War II had suffered major losses in terms of infrastructure and mainland, except for the USA. The US was the only nation which did not suffer any major losses to its mainland, apart from one of major attacks, which was Pearl Harbor by Japan. All other nations had to completely rebuild their entire infrastructure as their economies were left in complete disarray. Some nations also paid to United States for the assistance it had provided during the Second World War. Before Bretton Woods, most companies followed the gold standard. That meant that each country guaranteed that it will redeem its currency for its value in gold. Initially, Bancor was suggested as a global currency. Bancor was a supranational currency conceptualized by UK. The name was inspired by the French bank or bank gold. Later on, US dollar became the currency as selected at the Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, shortly before the end of Second World War in the year 1944. During that time, gold was freely convertible at $35 per ounce. After the Bretton Woods Agreement, each member agreed to redeem its currency against US dollar and not gold. Now the next question that comes to our mind is, why dollar? Let's delve into it. The US held 3/4 of the world's gold supply. No other country had enough gold to go back to as its replacement. Hence, after this agreement, US dollar became the most desirable currency and all other major currencies were allowed to float against US dollar. So the dollar became new key reserve currency. Reserve currencies are defined as those currencies which a government or its central bank hold in sufficient quantities. In today's world, US dollar, euro, pound and Japanese yen, all of them hold their strategic importance across the globe as reserve currencies. But US dollar has an estimate share of over 62% of global currency reserves. Other major currencies held as reserve currencies are Euro about 20.7%, Japanese yen about 5.2%, UK pound 4.2%, Chinese renminbi 1.95%. The reserve currencies can be used to conduct foreign exchange transactions on behalf of central banks, domestic currency or to purchase commodities like oil and gold. I hope you would have subscribed to the channel by now. Do mention in comments what is India's percentage share of US dollars in its reserves. Moving forward ahead from Second World War, global lending policies became a boon for US dollar. Many developing nations across the globe had taken debt from IMF and the World Bank in US dollars on account of the agreement of Bretton Woods. Hence, when the nations would be repaying their loans, it would be done in US dollars only. As a consequence, any repayment in the existing loans or to stabilize the national currency would involve the trading of the US dollar in the open market. Hence, US dollar would continue to hold its strategic importance across the globe till above factors continue to remain in the play. For any questions, you may write to me on my mail ID, which is mentioned in the description, and I will personally reply back to you. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Be inspired, keep building.